Welcome to HR Remaxi. Today we're diving into the legacy, engineering, and unmatched reputation of one of the most iconic agricultural machines ever built, the John Deere 4020 tractor. Even though it's technically a tractor and not a car, the 4020 holds a place in the hearts of millions that's stronger than many classic automobiles. Introduced in 1963 and produced until 1972, the 4020 was more than a farming machine, it was a revolution in agricultural engineering. It brought innovations that changed how farming was done, introduced comfort and safety features that were unheard of in its time, and became a symbol of reliability, strength, and rural pride. Over the next few thousand words, you'll get a deep look into what made the John Deere 4020 so special, why it's still relevant today, and how it earned its legendary status across generations. The John Deere 4020 was part of the company's new generation line, which introduced a number of technological and performance upgrades over its predecessors. At the heart of the 4020 was a 6-cylinder diesel engine with a rated horsepower of about 95. This was a significant increase from earlier models and gave farmers the ability to use larger implements, cover more ground, and improve efficiency across the board. The tractor was also available in gasoline and LP gas versions, although the diesel model was by far the most popular due to its durability and fuel economy. That engine was paired with either a synchro range transmission offering 8 forward and 2 reverse speeds, or an optional power shift transmission that made shifting as easy as pushing a button. This alone marked a turning point for farmers, many of whom were moving away from older manual gear systems that required precise timing and a bit of muscle. Another area where the 4020 excelled was in its hydraulics and PTO system. John Deere included a closed-center hydraulic system, which allowed for consistent hydraulic pressure and much more efficient operation of tools like loaders, mowers, and balers. The independent PTO was another game-changer, enabling operators to engage or disengage the PTO without stopping the tractor. That kind of flexibility was groundbreaking at the time and helped farmers tackle more jobs in less time. Also included was differential lock, a key feature that improved traction and control in slippery conditions, and the power steering system reduced fatigue during long working hours, making it easier to steer even when the tractor was under a heavy load. From a design perspective, the John Deere 4020 looked like a step into the future. Its long green frame and large yellow wheels became iconic symbols of farm life. It was built with a wheelbase of 100.3 inches and weighed over 8,000 pounds when fully outfitted, giving it the power and stability needed for any job. The roll guard system was an optional feature introduced in 1966 and added a rollover protection structure that could be paired with a canopy or cab. This showed John Deere's growing concern for operator safety, a topic that, until then, had not received much attention in the world of farming equipment. With this innovation, the 4020 became not just a powerful workhorse but a safer one, making it even more appealing to farmers who often had to let younger or less experienced family members take the wheel. Part of the 4020's success came from its incredible reliability. These tractors were known to last decades with proper maintenance. It was not uncommon for a 4020 to run well past 10,000 hours. Many are still operating today, especially in developing countries and on small farms where new machinery might not be affordable. The combination of a bulletproof engine, easy-to-repair systems, and widely available parts made the 4020 a long-term investment. Owners didn't just use their 4020s, they kept them running, restored them, and passed them down through generations. This longevity created a loyal community around the 4020. Farmers who owned one often had deep stories about what the tractor helped them accomplish, from raising crops and livestock to pulling trucks out of ditches or even being used in local parades and celebrations. But the 4020 wasn't just a product of smart engineering, it was also a marketing success. John Deere sold over 184,000 units during its production run, making it the company's best-selling model of the era. It helped cement John Deere's position as the leader in the tractor market. This massive commercial success also ensured a wide range of parts, accessories, and compatible attachments would be available for years to come, extending the usefulness and versatility of the machine far beyond the average product life cycle. What made the 4020 even more appealing was that it could be adapted to nearly any job. From tilling and planting to hauling hay bales and pulling heavy machinery, the 4020 did it all. This adaptability made it especially popular on mixed-use farms, where one tractor often had to do the work of several. The 4020 also played a key role in modernizing the farm. Before its introduction, many farmers still relied on multiple small tractors to get through their seasonal work. The power and versatility of the 4020 allowed them to consolidate their equipment, freeing up time and labor. It could handle plowing in the spring, haying in the summer, and grain transport in the fall, all with minimal changes to its setup. This helped small to mid-sized farms become more competitive, as they could now get more work done with fewer machines and fewer workers. The tractor's impact wasn't limited to the US, either. It found success around the globe. Its simplicity, durability, and performance made it ideal for countries with emerging agricultural sectors. You can find stories from India, South America, Africa, and Europe where the 4020 is still running, still helping families grow food, and still a central part of rural communities. Even now, over 50 years later, it's not unusual to find videos online of a 4020 pulling modern-day equipment, performing at levels that rival much newer machines. It's proof that the quality of engineering never goes out of style. Restoration culture has embraced the 4020 with enthusiasm. Enthusiasts and collectors take pride in restoring these machines to like-new condition. There are full-time businesses dedicated to restoring 4020s, supplying new decals, painting services, engine rebuilds, and even modern upgrades like LED lighting and USB ports. Vintage tractor shows often feature restored 4020s, drawing large crowds and igniting conversations among attendees who remember when they first saw or operated one. For many, it's more than nostalgia, it's about preserving a piece of functional history. The 4020 has even influenced art and culture. It's been featured in country music lyrics, paintings, photography, and coffee table books. Kids grow up seeing that big green tractor on the family farm, and many of them carry those memories into adulthood. It's no exaggeration to say that the 4020 is part of rural identity in many parts of the world. And thanks to social media and online platforms like YouTube, a new generation is discovering what makes this tractor special. Whether it's a mechanic showing how to fix a hydraulic pump or a grandfather telling stories about plowing fields in the 1970s, the 4020 continues to be a topic of interest and respect. There's also something to be said about how the 4020 reflects values, hard work, dependability, and simplicity. In a time when new machines are packed with electronics, software, and complex maintenance requirements, the 4020 reminds us of a different era. One where machines were mechanical first, where you could fix things yourself with basic tools, and where the sound of a diesel engine in the early morning meant a day of honest labor ahead. This simplicity isn't outdated, it's timeless. In today's fast-paced world, there's a craving for authenticity. And that's exactly what the John Deere 4020 delivers. No gimmicks, no shortcuts, just a solid, dependable machine built to last. That's why it continues to inspire respect and admiration across generations. It wasn't the biggest tractor. It wasn't the fastest, but it struck the perfect balance between power, reliability, and practicality. And that made all the difference. For farmers who've grown up with newer, computerized equipment, driving a 4020 can feel like stepping back in time. Yet even these modern-day operators will tell you that there's something refreshing about the way it handles. Something about the feel of the controls, the smell of diesel, the sound of that six-cylinder engine roaring to life. It reminds them of the roots of agriculture, when getting the job done mattered more than bells and whistles. To this day, the John Deere 4020 remains a sought-after piece of machinery, not just because it's a collector's item, but because it still performs. Auctions regularly feature well-maintained models that sell for impressive prices. And while some are bought to be displayed, many are bought to be used. Because when a machine works this well, why not put it back to work? It's a tractor that wasn't just made for a time. It was made for all time. And as long as there are fields to plow, barns to build, and roads to travel, the John Deere 4020 will remain relevant, not just as a machine, but as a symbol of an era when durability, simplicity, and hard work defined excellence. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the life and legacy of the John Deere 4020. Whether you grew up with one on your farm or are just discovering it for the first time, we hope this video helped you appreciate the engineering brilliance and emotional power behind one of agriculture's greatest machines. This is HR Remaxi, where legends like the 4020 come to life.